the channel for westerns and more.
And the bandit.
I can have 100 women. Why I going to take big chance for you?
Could a woman pierce the armor of his wickedness?
Está bien, señor. One live, one die.
(10) Lesser-known westerns hardcore fans love. Ranked. While Hollywood's western canon is filled with iconic titles, many hidden gems remain overlooked by mainstream audiences. Hardcore fans cherish these lesser-known classics for their gritty realism, innovation, storytelling, and unique atmospheres. Here are 10 underrated westerns ranked 10 to 1 that exemplify the genre's depth and richness. If you enjoy this video, hit notification to get my new videos. Check out my channel and Facebook page. The links are in the description. Please comment, like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. Let's get started. The Law and Jake Wade, 1958. A gritty, tense, film noir western hybrid about two men on the run after a heist goes wrong. Fans appreciate its dark tone, strong performances, and moral ambiguity.
Or which in the hands of cold-blooded killers. Outlaw and killer.
And I must say, Jake, it was worth the whole trip just to find out that you're the marshal here.
Sayonara. A girl in love, held a captive hostage by desperate men.
She was a little slow getting dressed, so we had to help her along a little bit on account of she was so slow.
A man who knew too much fighting against tremendous odds, but finding in the eyes of a girl a reason to keep on fighting.
You don't think he's bluffing?
Jake, you saved his life. He wouldn't kill you, not after you take him to the money.
He's going to kill me. There isn't a chance he won't. Believe me, I know.
A torturous trail of greed and revenge. Ahead, the unconquered mountains of savage enemies.
The Far Country, 1954. A lesser-known James Stewart western set in the Yukon, notable for its brisk pacing, beautiful landscapes, and themes of greed and resilience.
They came by boat and pack horse. They came to dig and fight and love and die. The strong came and the weak, the bad and the good, and sometimes it was hard to tell which was which.
Who'd you kill?
2 men.
Seems like a man ought to have a right to leave if he wants to leave.
I figured they shouldn't ought to turn back and taken my cattle with them.
In bullets and blood that no man can live for himself alone. Wiser than her years. And Walter Brennan and John McIntyre in the epic saga of a far frontier, excitingly photographed on location amid the scenic grandeur of Canada's northern mountains.
Look, I'm pulling out and you're going with me. We do well together.
I'll take your guns and work out a fair trial for you. Take them.
Now, hold on, Rube. Now, there just isn't any reason for a man getting himself killed if he doesn't have to. Now, why don't you go back to the nice people before you get hurt? Mr. Gannon!
The Outrage, 1964. A provocative remake of Rashomon, exploring themes of justice and perception in a frontier setting. Fans love its psychological depth and strong cast, including Paul Newman.
This woman, before the very eyes of her husband.
Juan Carrasco, killer, robber, lecher.
Dramatic power in The Outrage.
You want to know what happened? I tell you, this little breeze. I know this is woman I must take. I take lots of women. Some they fight, some they don't fight. But this one, I know she wants me.
Oh, that's Carrasco, all right. Table manners for smelling salts. You see a fellow with sweat all over him, and the boilers go steaming
Only
over.
stars such as these can do justice to the jolting engines with which the screen has never before been faced.
You can tell about once upon a time he was raped by a wrong Carrasco. It may be the only thing in your life that you will remember.
What was the truth? The preacher has his idea.
I can understand the violence of a storm, but the violence of men, their cruelty and savageness to one another.
You were running away, preacher. Well, keep on running, keep on running, keep on, keep on, keep on.
What was the truth? The wife. Could the fear which moved her to fight back turn to fascination? Husband. Could he be forgiving?
I may have been gagged, but I wasn't blindfolded.
No, you can't mean it. Kill me! Take it and kill me if that's the way you feel! Kill me! Only don't look at me with such contempt!
And the bandit.
I can have 100 women. Why, I'm going to take big chance for you.
Could a woman pierce the armor of his wickedness?
Está bien, señor. One live, one die.
Day of the Outlaw, 1959, a bleak, snowbound western that emphasizes psychological tension and survival. Its stark cinematography and intense performances make it a favorite among hardcore enthusiasts.
Tex, rile him, and you're going to hear some screaming in this town today. Denver, half Cheyenne. Him hate white men, but he doesn't feel half so badly about white women.
Robert Ryan, Tina Louise, Burl Ives, all at the peak of their star performances in the down-to-earthiest drama of all. David Nelson, terrific in his first starring role.
You won't turn your men loose, Bruin? They want to get drunk. They want to have some fun. You won't let that happen? They could swallow this town whole and nobody would be alive to tell the tale.
The Big Country, 1958. Though more well known than some others, it remains underrated. Fans admire its grand scope, William Wyler's direction, and its theme of honor and conflict.
Outrage is the story of the giants who conquered the untamed land, virgin yet violent. The mighty drama of how this continent was won. From the canyons where the red rivers flow, to the prairies where the air is gunsmoke. Power-packed with a huge star cast. Gregory Peck as the stranger who came to the Big Country to tame a sea of sun, sand, and violence. Gene Simmons as the girl who stood proud and alone. Carol Baker of Baby Doll fame as the woman of uncontrollable love hungers. Charlton Heston in his biggest role since the Ten Commandments as the ruthless ranch foreman. Burl Ives as the fierce, proud buccaneer of the plains. Charles Bickford as the unrelenting range baron.
What do you want, Hennessy?
You set foot in Blanco Canyon once more, and this country's gonna run red with blood till there ain't one of us left. Now, I don't hold mine so precious, so if you want to start, here. Start now.
Mr. Leach, I knew exactly where I was all the time.
You're a damn liar.
If it's a fight you're looking for, you picked the right time for it.
Don't you care what people think?
No.
Don't you care what I think? Do you like to have people think that you're...
Coward, why don't you say it? Are you afraid of the word? I'm not. And I'm not going to spend the rest of my life demonstrating how brave I am.
Do I make you sick? Do I?
Ready! Aim!
Ride in the Whirlwind, 1966. A brutal, minimalist western about a mistaken identity and revenge. It's praised for its raw realism and Quentin Tarantino's admiration.
Don't make a sound. Hear me?
They track us here, we ain't got a chance.
It's gonna be a long enough day as is without you going on.
Maybe we ought to take the horses now.
Them vigilantes.
I'm going out and look at the horses.
I understand how you feel. And I don't blame you. We ain't outlaws. We ain't. We just sit tight a couple hours, and then we'll be gone. Don't make no trouble. Is what's best for all of us.
They're gonna hang us. You think that's right?
You oughtn't to steal our stock.
That ain't my problem. Tell them vigilantes they're the ones.
It's the wrong thing to do.
What's right? Hang? Tell me.
The Naked Spur, 1953. A tense, morally complex film featuring James Stewart. Fans love its tight storytelling, strong character development, and gritty realism.
And into this mountain fastness comes a man in pursuit of danger. This is the savage, flashing story of this man. The man, fearless frontiersman, with an iron will that thirsts for revenge, and with a passionate heart that is hungry for love, the love of another man's woman.
I wish there was some way to protect you from Howie. He's gonna start on you pretty soon.
Kemp?
Oh, I've seen him with women. He'll look and think, and then he'll reach out and take. And the way things are, who's to stop him?
Me? How do you mean? I'm different.
I mean, you got a man. At least you stick to him.
He's not my man.
Well, you're with him, ain't you?
Not like you mean.
Oh, I'd forget.
The raw and savage experience of a wild, primitive beauty at the mercy of desperate men. They gambled their lives for what each man desired most. James Stewart, willing to pay any price to create a future that will hide his past. Janet Leigh, willing to defy any man strong enough to win her. Robert Ryan, willing to make any deal to win a woman and escape the law. Ralph Meeker, willing to betray friend or foe for love or money. Millard Mitchell, willing to join any scheme for any payoff.
Quit that! Dead or alive, it says.
Stop him, they won't have a chance.
Chance at what? To kill us all? All right, if that's what you want, I'll give him a chance. There. Now, cut him loose. Cut him loose!
The Ballad of Cable Hogue, 1970. A quirky, humorous western with a poetic touch. Fans appreciate its offbeat charm unique characters, and Jason Robard's performance.
You're about to get my dander up.
Cable Hogue says, ask, and ye shall receive. Cable Hogue says, seek and ye shall find. Cable Hogue says, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Cable Hogue, a rugged breed, the pioneer. Pitted against the relentless wilderness, face to face with irresistible forces of nature, battling the overwhelming odds alone with little more than naked courage and his bare hands, wresting from the heartless wasteland a place to call his own. This is the pioneer. This is the man whose faith, stamina, and risk capital conquered the frontier and carved the Wild West into a nation.
Welcome to Cable Springs.
Tomorrow be the song you...
The Oxbow Incident, 1943, a powerful moral drama about mob justice. While critically acclaimed, it's often overlooked by mainstream Western fans. Hardcore fans cherish its social commentary and stark realism.
Well, how about the rest of you people?
Sure.
Already ruled with me. Everybody was with Mr. Davies in putting this thing off and turning it over to the courts? Step over there.
Excuse me. Seven. Not a majority, I believe, Mr. Davies.
The Big Gundown, 1966, a spaghetti western masterpiece starring Lee Van Cleef and Thomas Milan, known for its stylish direction by Sergio Salima, stark dialogue and political undertones. It's highly revered by Western aficionados for elevating the genre beyond typical tropes. If you enjoyed this video, hit notification to get my new videos. Check out my channel and Facebook page. The links are in the description. Please comment, like, share and subscribe. I appreciate it. I am Wrangler. Bye for now. See you again soon. the channel for westerns and more.